What's up? So, I have to say something about what the NFL is doing again. It was reported yesterday that the NFL, with their great wisdom under the great guidance of Roger Goodell, have decided that they were going to refuse a veterans group to post a Please Stand campaign. Basically, hashtag Please Stand. And what it is it's just they want time, ad time. So they want 30 seconds of ad time, I guess, before they end up going ahead and doing the anthem. And basically, it's a small message, just to let people know, hey, America's great. Let's stand for our country. That's what people did. That's what people did back, a couple years ago. Let me just show you the article before I go into any more thought about it. Here it is. You can Google it yourself. I put it up on my Fire TV right here, so you can see, and that's not it. That's it right there. And this one, I found this on, the link was sent to me, but I found this on Sports Illustrated. And as you can see, there it is. The NFL rejects Please Stand ad from veterans groups. So basically, veteran groups, in a nutshell, this is the gentleman who wrote it. I guess he wrote it straight to the NFL. That's their organization, AM Vets HQ, which basically, it's a program for the American Veterans Organization. So there's the guy. He writes to the NFL. They say they will not tolerate the NFL refusing veteran right to free speech. We fought for it. Please stand. Hashtag Super Bowl. And, they're right. Think about it. The NFL, under Roger Goodell, has been nothing more than a disappointment. It's been going downhill. And the thing is their seats are going, the empty seats are going up, and their revenue is going down. They're in no position to refuse money. I don't know why they would refuse to do this. The fact is, I've heard one commentator on a news organization say that it was just so they wouldn't start any more trouble. They didn't want to make, the kneeling or the stand, the kneeling of the flag a bigger issue than it already is. They're hoping it'll fizzle out. It's not fizzling out. In fact, what you're doing is quite the opposite. You just gained more attention by doing this. I don't know why. I don't know what they. Each and every year, 30 seconds of commercial time at the Super Bowl is primarily 2.5 million. Who knows? Every year it goes up 1 million. It seems like. So I don't know. The veterans' money is just as good. They obviously have raised money. They've obviously, want to let people know that, veterans feel this kind of disrespect. Many military out there probably do feel this respect. They're probably serving overseas right now, and they're watching some of the football games, and they're kind of conflicted on how the NFL could be this cold and calloused, in not allowing, just 30 seconds of airtime just to remind American folks, hey, there's nothing wrong with standing with the flag. We were doing it a couple of years ago. Everybody was doing it. Even Marshawn Lynch was doing it in Seattle. He can sit there and say he wasn't standing. He was sitting for 11 years. He's a liar. They got video of him standing over there with his hand over his heart. So he's bullshit. Okay? A lot of these guys are just bullshit. They're only doing it because Trump called them son of a bitches. Let me tell you something. Trump didn't have to tell me that the NFL had a bunch of son of a bitches in it. I knew that even before Colin Kaepernick became militant. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to get into that. I think I ranted on that. But this is absolutely disgusting. This right here is probably the most disgusting thing you can... I read the whole thing. I encourage you, if you're interested, go ahead, just Google it. Just NFL rejects Please Stand by vets. Just Google that. This is from Sports Illustrated. I think it's really hypocritical that you would sit there and you would go ahead and you would allow these guys to disrespect our country and our military and our veterans, and you would say, but at the, and not do anything about it. But at the same token, you'll sit there and, I go back to Odell Beckham. Sorry, I am still waking up. But he did a little stunt where he got a touchdown. He was pretending he was a dog and that he was hoisting his leg. It was pretty funny. He was on hands and knees and he was raising his leg and pretending he was pissing on a fire hydrant. And the NFL ended up docking him like what, 50 grand, 40 grand, something like that. So, but they allow these guys disrespect our country, our flag, and us as U.S. citizens, and the majority of people that really don't care. They just rather throw their money at these clowns. They just don't even have the concept of patriotism in America as a whole. It's just disgusting. The only reason that these people are acting the way they're acting and they're being, what do they call it, resistant, is because Trump's in office. I'm glad Trump's in office, to be honest with you, because at least our economy is shooting up, jobs are out there, the whole thing. I'm not going to get into that. But to do it just to basically turn your back on veterans. Look at your logo, NFL. Just look at the logo. You're red, white, and blue. The colors are red, white, and blue. And they indicate patriotism. It looks like a flag. You have the red, white stripes and the blue stars. The white stars in blue, right? Red, white, and blue. It looks like a flag. Even the NFL, the N in NFL stands for national. You should be. It indicates your patriotism. It's a national sport. It's our national sport. But to sit there and then all of a sudden just turn your back on veterans, their money is just as good. It folds. It folds just like any other corporation's money. It folds. If they got the money and they got the airtime, why would you? It's nothing racial. They're not acting like a bunch of, like some of these idiotic players. They're doing this social justice warrior crap. They're not doing that. They're just reminding people, hey, please stand. America's great. Just because, you don't like, President Trump, that's your God-given right. That's what makes it American, because you at least have that right. You go into some of these other countries and you say some negative stuff about, your supreme leader, like in North Korea, they'll probably kill you. They'll chop your head off or something. You know what I'm saying? But, is the NFL even in a position to even deny money, especially from veterans, just because you're afraid to stir up the pot? Give me a break, man. Come on, man. It's just BS. I'm not going to get into that. Let's just put it this way. I did my part to stay on that boycott. And let me tell you something. It wasn't easy. I did it since week 2. But, right now, I was going to give the Raiders next year because I had I sold my season tickets to a friend of mine. But the Raiders are going to be playing next year. I'm still going to renew on my season tickets. But I will probably end up just only going to one game, and that'll be probably the final game in Oakland. That's a lock. So, of course, before they go to that sand lot over there in Vegas, which is going to be an economic failure in probably 5 years. They'll never make that 30-year bond, but that's another issue. So, yes, NFL, you're screwing the pooch. You're doing everything wrong. If you can't have one black eye on your organization, you take a second one. And that's what you did. You took a second black eye. Pretty damn disgusting. Pretty damn shameful. My only suggestion is, listen, do whatever. Just stand for the anthem, if anything. If you're going to go to the games, Super Bowl, if you're lucky to go to the Super Bowl and have that type of money you're going to waste on the NFL, a whack-ass sports organization as far as I'm concerned in the last 5 years, then congratulations, more power to you. But please stand. It's our great. Our country's great. It's still great. It was great when Obama was. Nobody gave a rat's ass about Obama. But I'm not going to get all political about Obama. That's a whole nother issue. But yeah, I mean, come on, it's our veterans, man. These guys fought for us. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Jesus, how can you not thank them? Anytime I see a gentleman with a veterans hat or something, or there's a veterans memorial building right down the street from where I'm at. And I always see those veterans out there, and when I'm walking by to the store or anything like that, give them a shake. Say, hey, thank you for your service. And they appreciate that, There's nothing wrong with it. Your hand isn't going to fall off if you shake their hand. Your hand is not going to fall off if you put it over your chest, when the flag's on. Your knees are not going to give out on you if you're standing up for the flag. I mean, it's just common. It's just respect. And if you hate the country that much, if you really hate America for what it is, you don't have to stay here. Because primarily the people that are that ignorant and that disrespectful probably are just people that, I don't know, they just got a lot of hate in their heart or something. I mean, I'm not even going to go into it any further, but our veterans, we got to show them a little respect. I think I'm done ranting about it. Do what I do. At least what I did when I was during the boycott was, I might have checked out a game or two, but I did it on YouTube because there were some creators out there that put some live games up. So I checked in, once in a great while on that. I'll do that. I ain't going to give no money or any ratings to those guys. So, there's ways to do it, and I'll check out the highlights and everything like that. It's not a big deal. I definitely want to, hopefully they'll get over it this coming up next season. They won't start doing all this social justice warrior crap because I'm freaking tired of that bullshit. It's just stupid. They ain't got no opinions. They ain't got no solutions. They ain't got nothing going for them. Just to be a bunch of disrespectful cucks, and that's what Roger Goodell is, as far as I'm concerned. He's a disrespectful cuck. He don't like America, obviously. And that's about it. But do what I do. I always support my. I love the game of football. NFL is not football. It is not it is the professional sport. It is probably what people strive to go through. I get that. That's what football players do for their career. They want to get to the NFL through, high school, college, football, right? Get it. But this is not how you do it. This is not going to make you money. In fact, it's if you really want to help out these, especially youth that rather, play football on a field at their high school rather than going out in the streets, absolutely. And plus, I always go to some of these high school games and I check out a football game. And you spend like, $2, $3, $4, $5, for admission. And the money goes right back to the kids, Great thing. Same with some of our collegiate teams. It goes right back into their programs. And that's a great thing, I'll check out community college games. I've checked out Cal games. I've checked out Stanford games. I'm not going to lose sleep over the NFL, especially the way they keep moving. But when you disrespect veterans by not even allowing them to pay, they're paying for the opportunity just to remind people to please stand during the anthem. What is so wrong with that? When did that become so wrong? Don't give me the freaking excuses about, well, it's going to stir up shit. It's not going to stir up shit. You already stirred up the shit. Okay? They're just reminding people, America hasn't changed. You, in your mind, let it change, with all your social justice warrior nonsense. And let's be honest, a lot of that stuff isn't nonsense, but how they're voicing their issues is nonsense. And doing it, during the American national anthem, that doesn't sit well with me, and I don't think it sits well with a lot of people out there. That being said, go out there and support local teams, your high school, your community college, your colleges nearby. Support them. Keep the NFL out of reach. Don't give them your money. They don't care about you as a fan. They don't care about me, you, that guy over there, or anybody else. They just want your money. They just want you to buy their gear. They want you to spend like $50 on nachos and soda and beer. That's all they give a damn about. So many problems with that damn organization. I don't even know where. I can go on and on with the rules and the relocations and everything. Take a breath. Yeah, I got to calm down. When I seen that article this morning, it was sent to me by a friend of mine. I was just, oops, sorry about the light, man. I was just shocked, man. I was just shocked that the NFL boldly would turn down the vets. Hopefully, you guys out there in YouTube land will, send a tweet to Roger Goodell, NFL commish. I think that's who he goes by. Or just go, at NFL and just say, hey, you dicks, why, give the vets the same respect you give, the same idiots that find time to eat Skittles and sit on their asses while the national anthem's playing. You know what I'm saying? So I think I got it off my chest. I think it will be out there. I don't know how many. I'm 15 minutes of ranting. I think that's good enough. If you stuck it out, God, I'm so winded. I'm just waking up. If you held on this long and listened to what I had to say, thank you very much. And please give it a thumbs up if you agree. And I think there will be a couple trolls that will say some negative shit and give a thumbs down. And basically, I don't really care about that. That just shows your character. All right. That being said, thank you very much for staying with me and listening to my rant. And please leave a productive, respectful comment, whether you agree with me or not. Something that's, not just straight up, oh, F you and all that stuff. I don't got time for that. All right. So peace out, guys. Thanks for staying in or checking in or tuning in or whatever it is in. Peace.